Mary sat in the chair right on the front door where she could see it. And it comes to put these circles, what do they call these things?
Spinning wheel?
Spinning wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Put the spinning wheels on.
Mm-hmm.
Someone spoke up, mother, someone spoke up, said, say something for man.
Mm-hmm.
She can shoot it when she gets better. And I had that same shot, same thing in the book. One for me, she will never shoot. I went down the next morning. He tells I went down to do the chores early the next morning. That shit's very, very over there. He said, what are you talking about? Oh, that's going to happen. The doctor saying Sunday morning, the very first thing is to get that girl to the hospital. Got Fred Lloyd and Marvin's mother went with me. We got down to the hospital and there was a rupture on the way. And that doctor then got pain and said he'd be there. The surgeon, right, came out from the room and after the operated, he showed me part of the living. Boy, the doctor said this boy was, well, anyway, after the operation, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he come night, the nurse, I had a cat with nurse, and they were just sitting on taking me out. The doctor come up, the enter, and oh, we're going to pump his stomach out. And I told him, he did so. I said to him, I'm going to stay here, he just started me out. That changed that nurse's mind. So they put a button, tell them to try it for me. Like they call me in every 15, 20 minutes. When the man got so low, he said, we better get the priest. I said, not for her. So I was there with his dad. I was on one side of his bed, and he just couldn't feel any pulse, because I could see a little pulse in the arm. The last thing she said to me, she said, I want to go home to Grandma and
Mm-hmm. Talk about, tell something about the dances in Mendon Center that you used to go to.
Well, you could go off the dances on
Yeah.
where the shed, where they keep the road tools is the hall in one time.
Uh-huh.
They'll build it to us. They all put fire in it and stick in on it and built that for a hall. It has dances in there. It's quite a few years. And I called out to, I don't remember it not calling out to him. I used to announce below him saying,
Tell them about when Charlie sent us down the hill where I live. And Mary was going to start to go to Grandma's more. She'd go up there just to get meals for her because she liked Grandma's cooking so well.
Charlie's daughter?
Mary's son, Mary. And he called up one night and said, what did you say to her?
I don't remember that.
Mary, your kids are strong. Once you come home, Mary, your kids are strong. Mary used to tell that time after time.
I used to laugh about, I wouldn't put that down. Jesus, I was down, how much that? That was comical.
What was that?
Charlie's daughter is like, they was talking with one day, they was playing outside, just a little boy too. He was a tennis house. daughter, the little girl from early thought was trying to play. They go there, yes, the little girl commenced to jump up and down, say, pish, 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 and jumping up and down all the time. First, I thought he'd bust again.
Put that in. But you always have to go to the
She'd have a hollering match, if you wanted to go to the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
They had the little girl there, his mother.
And what?
She was telling her mother, but she found out about her business. Her got out of that.
So we,
Oh, there's a lot of things. About the dog. That, Wilma, I've had several, not even, but buildings.
mm-hmm.
Never touched one of them. Every one of them.
You haven't had any about me, have you?
No. Not anything. Not one of them. But there's one now. Myron Kendall's mother was awful sick. And they didn't think she did. They had some had chest with me. I went down to the seer that morning, that afternoon, and the guy here, Ben, lived, got his memory there. And he told him that time was up and he only had 2 hours to live. Well, that night I had a vision.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you what this. There was a boat going on lake, and it kept going down and going down and going down and settling, so the water was just about ready to flow into it. Then all of a sudden it started to rain. Come on. And I thought about that after that, and I said to myself, that's what do you call it? White, sick. I said she was be going down, but now she's going to get better. I went right down and told Ruth, I guess that morning, I said, she's going to get better.
Nettie.
Huh?
Nettie.
Nettie. And she's going to get better. And she did. She lived it.
Mother, what were you going to say?
But that's the enrollment thing. Oh, the town where they go to our house part of the time, they go to Granny's part of the time.
Mm-hmm.
We had to take big cars.
Okay.
And the car would go back and forth. They'd lift our house a while, then it'd go back home over there and live. And last night I got sick, and that's where you see it, the reason where it was.
What's that?
About the dog, Falmouth dog, remember?
Mm-hmm. That's another one. Turned out. The big one.
Yeah.
The dog, Salmon used to come over
Mm-hmm.
and stay in the water, stay with over Margarita and Bird.
Uh-huh.
There 2 times.
Mm.
They had this nice shepherd dog. He was nice. And that dog, of course, was a companion of Daisy, or Salmon.
Yeah.
And the dog used to come over and stay. Well, we know how he comes. He's used to shoot. Sometimes he comes up in the north, then from that we go around up there next time. And he might come around, starts bull, starts cooking around up. Well, he was taking sick. And first I had him in the barn, trying to doctor him. Fruit was just heading out. And we got somebody opened the barn door and he got out. Afternoon, towards night, we was out working on the farm, we come out, he was gone. Well, early night, he went one way and he knew he come from one that side of this side. One of us went one way and went clear around Bowser's spot, and up, clear down to the dump. No sign. Couldn't find it. Couldn't get no track of it. Well, that night I had a vision. I see an old Model T Ford here, and one way up the road and a dog in between them, going north. Well, I didn't think so much about it. But when I got up the next morning, made the same chase looking for the dog. Couldn't find the damn thing. You know, we knew damn well, the younger you get old, you know, when your dog is a tip. So by God, that night after supper, I was so thrilled. I had a vision last night, and I'm going to follow it out. I went right up the road, and I saw this car and the dog in between them. I could see him just plain out. But the car wasn't near the dog was in between the car was quite away from him. I said, the dog went north, sir. I went up, and I walked the whole length of the line, 3 nothing coordinates. And I couldn't see anything. I came back, up along the fence, and I got a hunch. I went out in Portland lot where it's all evergreens down the park down. And I looked down in the swamp hole down like this down in there, the water got. And there I saw him laying in the grass.
Yeah.
Got him alive. I went down, picked him up, brought him home, put him on the barn. The next night, they opened the door and they run out and got dead meat. Parking.
Had discovered disease.
They wasn't down dark and what dog ready to do now.
No.
You know,
Uncle Art, how is Aunt Mary Ewer related to the Powells?
cousin,
She's a cousin?
own cousin of my father. You see, my grandfather, my dad's father,
Mm-hmm.
and Aunt Lily Ann were brother and sister.
Yeah.
And Aunt Lily Ann's daughter was, you see, she was Mary was Aunt Lily Ann's daughter. She never married. And she was an own cousin of my father. So my grandfather and Aunt Lily Ann were brother and sister. And that's, of course, Dad was my grandfather's son, and Mary was Isaac G. but his her daughter. So my second son, the third, after I go, there's a lot of, I could tell you 2 or 3 more on this.
About what, Art?
These business over.
Oh.
You know, I had one that did
Recently?
But when?
yeah, I had one here about 6 months ago.
What was that about?
You know, it showed me shut down the roof. Like that. The feet was hanging off the end of the roof. Just the legs like this. But I was setting up something. This is straight and straight. Of course, you have to kind of follow those goddamn things. Well, I was slipping, but I tried to always get the slide. I wasn't bent over like that. I was setting up. Well, I'll tell you the one if you got time to let it go.
Oh, I got lots of time.
The time that I was stable 6 in that first time.
Yeah.
And I went to New York 5 times. and I went to it. Come back, and I went down the alley. How much was doc? The sent word. I've had an operation. Well, I went down to Dr. Gower, and I said, Doc, I want you to tell me the truth about this thing. Now, he said, all right, I don't tell you, he said, but this operation, he said, is going to be a major operation. I was if you had it. And he said, the age is against it. And he said, to sum it all up, he said, your back's against the wall. What? I thought it over 2 minutes, well, I said, God, how long would I stay here? I didn't do anything. He said, wasn't determined about how long you'd stay, but you let me trouble and so him. Well, I thought about it 2 minutes, so I said, now it is, God. You make it a appointment for you. You told me this is a major, all major operation. My back's against the wall, and I kind of nailed it and put it in the table. That's where I look. And everybody else so that's it. Well, I think I said to the doctor, I said, you taking the point. I said, if I got to go, I'll go out on the operating table. You want to be hanging around suffering for 3 4 years. I got the dial there on the table. Richard said the bad operation and everything's against it. I had a vision. That night, before I went to the hospital at all. And this is what I took me time to figure it out. I had a vision, this was right, and I could see it now. See it now. I stood in the boxing ring, the ropes around, and I stood there with the gloves on. Nobody was in me. And it changed all of a sudden on the floor across the ring, and I had my back up against the rope. There was something lying on the floor. It wanted to show me that I won. See? Well, what I thought, and I thought, finally it comes to me. I was fighting for my life, and boxing was fighting too. And I'd overcome it, see? But I'd admit it, it wouldn't kill me. It didn't.
That's wonderful.
And you're hearing back from Dad's gone.
Hmm?
You're hearing back is gone. Your back is told you it's gone.
Oh, yeah. The guy was gone. Yes, sure. I figured that out. Now, who was it that put that picture in front of me? They knew that I could make that piece.
Huh.
You know, well, the surgeon told me. I never thought about it. You know, they put me on the table, and I never knew that when they come and took me in the dang thing to tell me the light, so I come to. They had me in there holding on me all the time. I got the horse to be out of them, I'd say. Because the old fellow, I went down and called on somebody a year after that. He wheeled me on out there, and he recognized me. He said, the day I brought you out, sir, he said, you was fairly sick. He was an old fellow, too. But the surgeon told me, he said, I never operated on it. I thought you didn't make it. They thing,
Oh,
I had 2, 3 more.
let's see, I don't know how to tell.
Here's another one. Now, they'd say this book would be wrong, but there's only one thing in it that changed my mind. When Marion died,
This is your daughter.
uh, oh, I won't say how long after that, I got another vision like that. And I saw it. I see this man. But the clothes, they'd say, well, you would see the same clothes she wore, but I said, there's just one thing that she never. She had on this vision a great big straw hat with 2 wide ribbons, that wide, I think they were white, coming down, 2 of them coming down that long down from the back of the hat. Now that's something she never had at all. Here. Nothing. Well, here's another one I just want. Myers over there, years ago, had a colt running down behind the woods there. Around the road. They went down there one day and jumped a colt in the over there. Nice boy. He passed and went down something and saw him. He got me. Colt was dead. The colt was dead. Someone cut his throat. And she saw him median about it. Had daughter. And the meeting closed. Now, when she went first in there, she says, you lost a valuable horse. Well, she says, now if you go to a certain bush and you stride the bush down the pasture lot, in the woods too, you will find something, she says, that's done the job and who did it. You never looked it up. Now, you might have looked it up, but never done it. Because they were afraid that they would start some and might burn them out or something out of there and goodies. That's
Was that Mendon?
the old Myers.
And you always had that same trouble.
Yes.
They found something too, and they was afraid to look it up.
They Myers would seem to have trouble. The old farm down there across the Lehigh there. Going to Rush. Yeah, they don't always have the trouble, you know. One time they got trash. They trashed and had a leak all in the basement. Upstairs was a drainage. They went down there, and Brian was locked up, but they got in below. And they bored the hole to the drain was loose in the bed. More than the whole goddamn load of hoops. It was run down.
Which farm is that, Don?
Huh?
Who lives on that farm now? Which farm would it be? Mine.
The Myers farm, dude. Going towards the rush, after you cross the Lehigh around the railroad, that house, one barn all fell down now. The other big barns on the right hand side of the house. I think they got it up for sale too, whoever owns it. They owned that farm too, you know. Well, I say my father went to a Quaker school in Hamburg, New York. And my uncle was, I wouldn't call it schooling, but I can't get the word. Anyway, my great uncle was a great hand to tell you things that was in clothes or something, but everything about it. Well, my father had a lady friend up there, and he came home for vacation. from school, and he took the button off her coat just to try his uncle out. He cut the button off the lady's coat. Come home with it, and he brought it home, and he done it up in several pages of paper, and handed it to his uncle, and my uncle too, get him. And asked him to tell him what was in there. So Uncle Nelson put it up to a wire and held it there a few minutes or a while, and he told him what was the package contained. There was a button, and he told him the color of the button, and he also told him it came off a lady's coat, and he told him what button on the coat was in the ornament. And he said, and now he said, the lady's little letter on her coat. Okay. Dad made a record of it. His Uncle Nelson told him, and when he went back to school, the guy she had them, probably one he wrote with.
That's wonderful.
You ever hear about the
No?
psychic,
I have.
He could. Now here's another thing. This meeting we had, here's one thing too. You've heard of people being, what they call it, what's the word? What the influence, and you ask them a question, they'll tell you everything. What do you call that? I don't know. I don't know what it can do. Anyway, this meeting, rubbed my uncle's eyes, and he couldn't open it. Shut his eyes, and he did 2 passes over him, and he couldn't open it. Not so she released it. Like she had that magnetic power or something. But I always thought I do when about taking on the station. It was read about hypnotizing people.
Mm-hmm.
But they take a victim, and I look at it this way. Your sexual nerve gets checked. When you try to hypnotize you, your sexual nerve gets checked. You want it checked. These fellows that come on the stage, they try out one that they can overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you put yourself right against it, then I don't think you're otherwise reckless. Because you'll keep strong with it. That's magnetism, therapy. That's what he used to. I never heard him say anything about anything else. He told Dad about the button because he must have been trying Uncle Nelson doing things, and he thought he was trying out, see how it goes. He got this. Uncle Nelson didn't know anything. I never saw the lady friend up there either. Nothing about it.
You're going to talk about Uncle Nelson when he first came here?
Well, his father, they came here from Clinton County. Now, there was 2 Clintons down east. I don't know whether the town was the name of Clinton or the county of Clinton. So that's near New York, I think. Anyway, I have to tell you about I spoke to be his brother, same with him. He is located up at south of the United States.
Naples?
Naples. But he came here to Mendon in 1831. He located where the farm is by the time. And that he stayed there, and the only 2 in the Powell family, which his father was with him. I think his first wife, he was married twice by his grandfather was. His first wife, I think, died here. I don't say, but it looked to me first. And the children was all born down east by the state. And one of them passed on down there. my great uncle Nelson, my uncle Nelson, great uncle, was only a little over a year old when he came here to this family. Well, the boys, I met, let's say it, stayed with their father here. So Uncle Nelson must have got grown up pretty well. And then Jacob, I guess, was the one, the first one that started and left and went off to the west, to different places. One to Detroit and some other place, and he finally landed and some of the men with him around that city out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then other brothers went out there. What do they call this town?
You mean out in Ohio?
That's out in Illinois.
Or Illinois, friend?
Then upstairs. I have it on my mind. I know what it is. Done this. That right. Well, when they stepped over and you sing it up. You're wasting your life.
Yeah,
It was Sterling.
Huh?
Sterling.
Sure.
Sterling, Illinois.
Yeah.
Well, they all migrated out there. They all actually while got there together. Uncle Jacob finally came there, bought this big piece of land. My uncles, and all of them are my great uncles. My grandfather went out there after a while. And he went in the nursery business and Clark was in the nursery business too out there. And Uncle Henry was a farmer. And so was Jacob. So I tell you about my grandfather, his second marriage. Did I tell you about that? When he was married? Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, my grandfather was married his second time. His first, did I tell you about his first time? I did about his cremation.
No, I don't recall.
My grandfather married Sunman Gardner's daughter, a Quaker minister, where you go, a Quaker speaker, they always call him speaker, down in Farmington. And she married, her name was Dora, the only child. Her mother died, and he married a fellow named George Howell in Fairport.
Mm-hmm.
But they finally got into, they went west, finally landed with California. They both died, they were both cremated out there. And they actually were sent back to the cemetery here in Fairport, Diana's. And my grandfather, the Nick, he married a girl by the name of Brown, Abba Brown, I think it was, Mendon Center. And whether my dad was born here in the farm of Mendon before they went to Illinois, I don't know. I never found out. I never thought I asked.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they went and located in, what did I say the name was?
Sterling?
Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandfather went in the nursery visit too, raising pine trees and stuff like that. It was great demand for them, and, you know, early people say out in the dooryard. And his brother was born Nelson. Nelson was younger than I think Dad is about probably 3 years old or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When his mother and father died from typhoid fever in December, I think. Both deaths in 50s was only around there. My dad was born only in 52.
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been a little after.
And where were you born?
Huh?
Where were you born?
I was born home down there on the farm.
Down here in the farm.
I was born. Same place, only. And, well, I was going to tell you, the day they come together. Oh, I stood up in that long driveway of ours down there, you know, back to oh, started almost across from the road back out of the house. And then she went by, they went toward the Mendon Center, I don't know. She waved her hand at me. I was up there alone. Both her was there. I was, and she waved her hand at me. So long.